Along with some drinks and some music, what brought the crowd out on this night last October were the two candidates running for mayor in the city of Plattsburgh.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for including both of us here.
Don Kasperzak and Wendell Hughes joined SUNY Plattsburgh students in the back room of Olive Ridley's Pub for what's become a popular event the past few years, a live talk and game show held here once a month featuring guests who share the stage with students for a night full of fun and at the same time some serious conversation.
Public safety is a huge issue.
The event this night was streamed live, with both of the candidates answering questions posed by students and members of the community about issues like urban planning and why residents now have to pay for parking downtown.
If it's costing us money, we need to get rid of it.
I agree.
As well as questions about the controversial Durkee Street project to create new housing in the heart of the downtown that could still potentially be on the drawing board.
Some development is going to happen, in my opinion, on Durkee Street. If Prime wants to come back and renegotiate with us the size of the project.
So we're seeing true, Wendell's saying true.
But the candidates also had some fun with the students. The games are also part of this show called Late Night for the Planet. It's the brainchild of SUNY Plattsburgh Environmental Studies professor Kurt Gervich and some students who came up with the idea of hosting a live show like this to get people, while having fun, to also talk about and focus on important environmental issues like sustainability and dealing with the effects of the climate crisis.
My theory is that more data is not going to be what moves the needle, right? It's going to be performance, art, music, and things that bring us joy or things that push our emotional buttons. And so that's what we're trying to do.
They've now done about 40 of these shows over the past 6 years. The one last October with the two political candidates was one of the most popular.
It's our best attended episode by far. We were standing room only, and so we see that as one of the real values that we bring to the community. For this mayoral election this past October, I think we were the only live opportunity for community members to interact with the candidates. And so we see that as a really important thing for people to be able to ask their own questions and get immediate responses and look candidates in the eye.
A night of fun, games, and music, but also some serious discussion that perhaps gets students to pay closer attention to what's happening in the community and encourages them to participate in elections. Two of the students who produced and hosted the show say that's the whole idea.
As a whole, Late Night for the Planet is centered around trying to get students and the community of Plattsburgh more informed about issues in the local community, getting them involved in the public election and knowing the issues that are in their local community.
I think student involvement has been really strong over the years, and it's good to see students coming out and investing time to learn more about the local issues that are happening and local sustainability projects that are going on in town. And especially tonight, we noticed a lot more town members coming in to see what SUNY Plattsburgh has to offer here with this event. So hopefully moving forward in the future, we can get more of the town involved with some of these issues that are brought up via the students at this Late Night for the Planet event.
I hope that it gets our students engaged in local politics, and I think it is.
And so now, after 40 shows, many of them, like the one in October, live streamed on campus TV and available on the SUNY Plattsburgh YouTube channel, Gervich says surveys of the crowds show it's working.
People tell us that it's actively building community. We ask questions like at Late Night for the Planet, did you meet someone you didn't know before? And did you have an interesting conversation with somebody that you didn't know before? And people tell us at every episode they meet someone that they didn't know previously and that they engaged in a conversation with somebody they didn't know previously about local issues. And so to us, those things are the key to building community.
The college will continue to host more shows again in the fall and is also moving ahead with plans to add a podcast to try to reach even more students and members of the community.